How's it going, guys? My name is Chesniki, and today I'm going to show you some Easter eggs in the maps Tomb of the Spider Queen and Sky Temple. We're going to start with Tomb of the Spider Queen, and the first and most known and epic thing that you can see on this map is of course this gem here, and you only click enough times on it. You can see Harrison Jones going down the rope, and what will he do? He takes the gem for himself, probably stole it, and climbs up to the top to an unknown destination. Now this was basically the main Easter egg of this map, but you should definitely keep track of some of the details, like for instance we're going to start off right next to the temple here. There are a lot of random mummies hanging around here. You can see back at blue team's base this mummy here going into the darkness slowly but steadily. Whoops. We can also see here on the top another mummy hanging around here on the edge, another mummy walking around here aimlessly. There's another mummy hanging around here on the bottom side of the blue team's base. Very chilled guy, very chilled indeed. Next up we're going to discover what the rooms on the bottom side of the map contain. In the first room we have, some mummies here chilling, guarding some treasures or stuff. There's another empty room in between that is full with treasure that's not very interesting. But in the next room we have another random mummy here walking around and stuff, and this time he actually has some company of a spider walking around on the wall there, keeping each other company. It's always nice. You also have these mummies here stuck on this tight space. I don't want to know what they're doing there. Yes. You have this broken room that's full of treasure as well. You have this bigger room filled with treasure that has some mummies. Two of them are chilling around, and the other one is walking aimlessly as well. On the next room you have actually this well full of souls that looks pretty creepy and awesome. The interesting thing about this room is right on the top there you can see a mummy waking up from its slumber and looking randomly left and right, and is like, I think I have come in the wrong time, let me go back to sleep. And you can actually find this mummy guy on several other places. One of them is here right next to this very room, and he's like, but mom, I don't want to get up yet. And next room is actually a room that a lot of people have talked about. Most of the people suggest that this is a reference to the Indiana Jones movie. I don't know, it looks kind of similar. You can see that this guy maybe have drank from the wrong cup there and he's in prison now for all eternity, but I don't know. And in the last room you have these three mummies here chilling, and the interesting part of this room is actually you can see the corpses of three guards. Now those guards were either killed by the mummies, or maybe the guards are the mummies. Dun dun dun. And the last cool mummies that I have saw are actually in the red team's base. They're just chilling around here. One of them is like sitting on this sarcophagus protecting the treasure, and they're all like, this is our town, scrub. Yeah, beat it. Another interesting part is this new destructible. It's actually some X-axes. When you destroy them, some little spiders pop up and go inside the treasure, so I would strongly suggest that you don't go digging for treasures anymore. Another thing that is very interesting is those spiders that when you walk past them, they're going to climb up on their weapon. Yep. With haste. Mercenary camp. As you can see, they're actually mummies, but the most interesting thing about them is actually their caster. And this caster is like a floating genie mummy that is holding a cobra staff, which has a spider head instead of a cobra head. And on the left there, you can see this guy hanging on the wall, all filled with spiders, and he's like wiggling, like, help, help! You can actually find more of those wiggling guys on the walls here. There's one up here in the middle, and one more to the right there. I wanted to show you on the artwork, you can actually see Harrison Jones right there on the top with his rope. A lot of players thought that this is a new character that is in development, but it was only just Harrison Jones. Next up we move to Sky Tempo. And we're going to start off with the main Easter egg that everyone probably knows. But before that I saw something very, very funny. This guy is trapped behind a flower there and yep, he's gonna die. So you come here in the middle to the well here and you click on the tablet several times. And you see this rope hanging on a boat here. And it's Harrison Jones with the gem, jumping on his flying carpet while flying to safety from the spiders. You can see several balloons scattered around the map. One of them is this orange one balloon. It's actually carrying on a carpet and you can actually see some people flying on their carpets as well, which is pretty cool. Small cozy place that I have found. It just looks kinda awesome and I just wanted to show you because most people would not see it like ever. So the next balloon is this green balloon, nothing special about it, but the interesting thing is that this guy at the top there is chilling there on the edge and damn, you're a very brave guy. Left of them is this blue balloon, which is the final one of the three types, and yep. And speaking about brave guys, the bravest guy on this map is this swimming guy, which is swimming for his life and the shark is coming behind him and nothing to see here. I haven't seen anything. He's probably dead. You can actually see on the temples here, on the flags, it is written pawn. For players that don't understand what actually this means, is that is an abbreviation of the word, of another abbreviation that is the word pawned, which comes from the word owned. So you basically got wrecked. The three temples are actually very different. They have different guardians. The first guardian is actually a guardian with the head of a cobra. The second guardian has the head of an alligator, I think. And the third guy, the bottom guy, which actually hasn't activated yet, but you can see from the statues that he has the head of a dog, or maybe the god Anubis. And you can actually see him on the main artwork there. And speaking of the people that inhabit this beautiful, beautiful map, there are a lot of people scattered around the map, but one of them was just so awesome that I just had to show you. This is this guy sitting here playing some music on his instrument and a little blue cobra is showing up and dancing to it. This is so cool! You can actually find this cobra on 3 more places. One of them is next to the red team's base. Another one is at the top here. And the last one is actually a cobra without a master. She's all alone here. Damn. The mercenaries here are actually the same like the mercenaries from Tomb of the Spider Queen, but actually they aren't mummified yet. And the custom mercenary actually has one difference. His cobra staff actually has a head of a cobra this time, not a head of a spider. I also wanted to show you the boss because I thought that the boss was kinda awesome here. He has a very strong mixture of a body of a beetle with legs of a scorpion maybe, or a beetle. He has a human torso, a head of a snake and claws of scorpion, and his claws are actually gemmed. And if you look closely, he actually came from below the ground from the tomb of the Spider Queen. So that's pretty nice. And actually, now that I think of it, I couldn't actually show you the boss from the Tomb of the Spider Queen. He actually looks pretty similar. His body is a bit mummified, but actually he's almost the same. The only difference is that he actually has the head of a dog. And this brings me to the Guardians of the Temple, is that we're actually missing one guardian from the bosses, and that's the alligator guardian. And that means that maybe in the future we can see a boss with a head of an alligator. Wow. And the last thing that I want to show you is at the end, that when you win, and you can see at the end Harrison Jones flying on his carpet and saying hello and bye bye. And at the end I wanted to mention that you can actually see Harrison Jones on the artwork here. You can also see the balloons. It's pretty neat stuff. Well, those are all of the Easter eggs and details that I have found in these 2 maps, guys. There are a lot of smaller stuff that are just not so significant. But if you find something else that I have missed, you should definitely share that with me. As for now, thank you for watching, and until next time, stay righteous.